This is Mrs. Pemberton, and this is homework help with page 77 and 78 in your practice book. So we're going to start with problems 1 through 3, and I want you to go ahead and make sure you've read through the example before you start anything. So, first question, what does the initial value, mean in the context of the example problem? So, as you're looking through this, okay, we're talking about a new computer and monthly payments. So the initial values you can see right here on the graph for Mr. Allen and then Mr. Jessup. And the initial values in this problem would be the cost of the computer. Okay. Next, do the functions in the example show positive or negative rates of change? So as you look, they buy the computer and then the payment plans are having the cost decrease. So as the months increase, the cost is decreasing here. So these would show, both of these would show a negative rate of change. Since the amount owed is decreasing each month. Okay. I'm going to scroll up just a little bit here. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and look at the equations now. So Mr. Allen's plan, okay, Mr. Allen's right here. We're going to go ahead and write an equation for that. So y, the amount owed, y equals, we start at the $560 initial value, and then each month he's paying off $80 of that computer. So minus $80 per month. Mr. Jessup starts at $400 for the initial value. You see that right here? And then each month, Mr. Jessup is paying $40 off per month. So we're subtracting $40 per month there. Okay, let's go to the next page. Okay, so below are two companies' rates to rent a bicycle. How much does it cost per hour to rent the bicycle at company A? So there's company A. And what is the cost to rent the bicycle for 6 hours for each company? So we're starting to look at cost per hour for company A. Okay. So here's the initial value. Pay $4 up front. Per hour is right there. So it's going to cost $5 per hour for company A. Okay. Now, to figure out how much it costs for 6 hours of rental, we would go ahead and substitute 6 hours in, and we'll do the math here. So that gives me 30 plus 4, $34 for company A, and then for company B it's $6 per hour. So I'd have $6 times 6 hours. That would give me $36 total. So a little bit cheaper for company A. Okay, next one. Roy wants to buy a new television for $300. Two stores offer different payments. Compare the initial values and the rates of change. Okay, so he wants to buy a new television for $300. Okay, so here's the initial value for company A, $300. Now careful with company B or store B. So he's going to pay $100 up front, but we know the TV is $300. Okay, so minus the $100 up front. So that initial would be $200. Okay, so there's a $100 difference between those two. Now, as you read on, you see that he pays $50 a month for the TV for store B. And then if you look at the table, you see it's decreasing by $50 as well. So both rates of change are going to be $50 per month. The initial fee was a little bit more on store A, $100 more. Okay, last problem, I'll scroll. Alright, so in the last problem, most companies or most plumbing companies charge a fee to come to your house and charge per hour of work. So the fees and charges for two companies are shown here. We want to write an equation, okay, where C is the total cost and H would be the hours worked. We're going to explain the initial values and rates of change. So for company A, our total cost will be our initial fee, so $50 up front, plus $40 per hour. Company B, a little bit cheaper up front, so $25 up front, plus a little more expensive per hour though. Okay. So here's your rate of change with the arrow, how much per hour, and then your initial fee is circled on both of those, how much up front. Okay, hopefully this is helpful. Thanks.